And welcome back to the Wise Talk Podcast, a special edition of the Wise Talk Podcast. Um, a very early recording because today is a day of baseball, particularly October baseball. I am joined by Wise Media Network executives Bryce and Zach. How you boys doing?
Good.
Feeling good, feeling good. Ready for the baseball day today.
Go Brewers.
Yes, sir.
Yep, absolutely, and that's who we're gonna kick off with. Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs, the first ever playoff series. Very heated rivalry. We all know the Battle of Racine, Wisconsin, but we're gonna go ahead and kick things off with Zach, our baseball content director. What's your thoughts and predictions going into this series?
Uh, Honestly, it's really hard to make a prediction because the teams are just so even. Because they both play like the same brand of baseball. They both have elite defense, good pitching, and then it really comes down to whoever is able to hit more home runs, kind of. But at the same time, the Brewers, they've been winning all year without hitting home runs. So I think if they stick to that, then they'll be just fine. Um, I just think the key for the Brewers is for the guys like Sal and Turang to step up, and then obviously Joey Ortiz is going to have a bases loaded moment, and I think he's going to have his moment since he uh, never really capitalized, uh, except for the one grand slam against the Mets. He hasn't really capitalized all year, but I'm a big Joey O guy. I'd say Brewers in 4 or 5.
All right, Bryce, how about you?
Yeah, like Zach said, I think it's such an even matchup. It's so hard to analyze. But if you look at like longevity, the Cubs crumbled early, while the Brewers were able to hold a really consistent level of baseball for such a long period of time. And that starts with a guy like Freddie Peralta. Every time he went out on the mound, the team knew we're going to win this game. And it's evident. He's 17-6, 17 wins. I think it was like second or third in baseball. It's evident that he's a winner. He's going to go out there and win you the big games. Matthew Boyd, on the other hand, has also been terrific. 14 wins, 6 losses. Um, the one thing to look for is Boyd pitched on Tuesday. He threw 4 innings. He'll be a short leash. This is a game where Freddie Peralta needs to at least get us 5 or 6 and capitalize on the short leash. If the Brewers take game one and game two, I don't see any reason why we don't win the series in 4 games. If it comes down to it, I think it's a 5 game series, and I think the Brewers have the Cubs number. I think we're going to play the same baseball we've been playing all year, and the consistency is what really matters here. So I have Brewers in 5 written down, but I do think that we could see the Brewers winning in 4 as well. I think we could even see Freddie Peralta come out of the bullpen in that fourth game if it's important enough, and if we can get that series finished right then and there.
Yeah, I vibe pretty much with both of you guys' takes. My what I have written down is Brewers in 4. I just believe that winning both games at home is just so crucial for us. Uh Having Chicago steal game 1 or 2, I would just think would be very detrimental in my opinion. Um Freddie Peralta, I fully trust him to give us a game, prove to us why he is our ace. But like you said, Boyd has also been very, very good. He worries me a little bit because, as Zach said, we both play the same brand of baseball. Um, you know, very much team ball, not relying on like an individual to like give us that big homer to like blow the game completely open.
We need Yelich to come up big.
Yeah, we need one of the guys like I mean
Yelich needs to come up.
you have the star, like you have Yelich, you have Vaughn, you have all these guys can hit homers, Contreras, but like the thing is they haven't done it in the big spots. So like when the playoffs come, the spot's even bigger. Can they get that done? That's really what it is.
And I think Churio is really going to shine.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
the
we
thing
have
is,
we have the names to do it. It's just like,
yeah,
can they actually do it? And we don't need it to happen, but there's going to be a moment throughout the playoffs where it's like, all right, we actually finally need to hit a home run. Like, can we do it?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that could be an approach thing too. Like that's not really our approach. But maybe if we change our approach, maybe like I think Terang, if he changes approach, he could hit 30, 40 bombs. I mean, he's got the power,
Mhm.
but that's not really his approach. So like it comes down to that too. Like if
Another
we need
thing is
it,
like
can
the
we do it?
lineup too. Like
Yeah.
I don't really, I'll admit I don't really like what Murphy's been doing the past week or
Yeah.
so, week
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
weeks with Yelich leading off and Turang in a three hole. I think Sal or Turang should be hitting leadoff exclusively. And
Right.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
against a lefty like Boyd, I think Churio should be leading off because he rakes
Infield
against
hit
lefties.
merchant. Infield hit
Yes,
merchant
and
to lead
he
off the
rakes
game.
against lefties. So I don't know. I could
Yeah.
just as easily see the Cubs winning in four.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's really tough,
That's the thing.
but
It's just like
I
Yeah.
can't even wrap my mind around that.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
would just be the worst feeling
Yeah. Right.
ever.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I think the reason the Cubs waited so long to put out Boyd as their starter is because they didn't want to give Murph the ability to actually analyze all possible scenarios.
Well, and Boyd was in the bullpen. He was getting hot for
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
three against San
Well,
Diego.
so Council's going to keep
Those
everyone on a
pitchers.
short leash. Council's going to keep everyone available for the next day unless you're the starter, is what it seems like that his approach is.
So you
Like we
could
might
see
even see
Boyd.
Kittredge. We might even see Kittredge start game 2 after pitching today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. Boyd will be back in the bullpen for game 3 because he'll
You
only
could
go
see
4
Boyd go
innings
two
today.
innings today, and then put out a righty
Yeah, yeah. His max is 4 innings today. I think.
like
I don't
Colin
think he
Ray.
can. Yeah,
Boyd for two, Colin Ray, the
they've been
bridge,
putting
and then
Palencia in the 5th or 6th
which is
in the
stupid.
playoffs. Yeah, that's really dumb. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah,
This
like
yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
yeah, like Zach, like I completely see the Cubs winning this in 4 games. Like it can go either way in any different scenario because of how similar that we play. But also at the same time, I believe, as both of you said, Churio, this could be his series. Yelich, this needs to be his postseason, in my opinion. Um, I fully trust in Peralta. Um, I just need Yelich to come up big this postseason. Also, William Contreras, especially after the Players Tribune article I read from him.
That fired me up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
fired me
that
up.
fired me up
And I feel like
completely.
that's something that like that's juice for him too. The way he talked in that article, I think that's juice for him. He knows that like we're kind of counting on him in a way, and that like for a majority of the season he underperformed, so he knows like this is his time to step up.
Yeah, and normally, like ever since Contreras has been in the Brewers uniform, he has gave us an all-star caliber season.
Mhm.
I believe that this is the time in which he will step up. But against Matthew Boyd, he's 4 for 9, hasn't been struck out, and has a homer.
Yeah, yeah,
He has
that's
From
the
what
been
I've
one
seen.
thing I
playing
was gonna
well.
bring up too. The Boyd is 150 strikeouts.
Whew.
Peralta's 204.
The
So
Brewers
Mm-hmm.
do
Boyd,
strike
I
out a
mean,
lot.
Boyd, you have the ability to put the ball in play, which is like peak for the Brewers. If we put the
And you
ball in
saw
play,
what
we're so
happened
fast.
that game one in July when we were
Yep.
down like Mizrowski
Mhm.
started and it was against
Yep.
Boyd. We were down like 4-0 early
Yep.
and they just found a way to
Chip
get
back.
the
Yep.
runs back and they won.
Right. So I mean that's a positive. I like that because he
We need
he
that team to
shouldn't
show up.
overpower us. So you know.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
also looking at the Cubs batters against Peralta, it ain't good. I mean, the
Yeah.
best
Peralta's
one,
dominated.
yeah, I mean the best one has shockingly been Pete Crow Armstrong, 5 for 11, while
Yeah.
everyone else,
Well,
uh,
and most of that came early this year.
mm-hmm,
When Peralta was also stroke, like he wasn't great out of the gate, and
yeah,
Pete Crow Armstrong's gone that way, and Freddie Peralta's gone that way. So
I will say PCA looked a lot better in game three. He made an adjustment
yeah,
and
he had 3 hits. Yeah,
he
yeah,
I'm kind of worried about that because he's
I
starting
I,
to
I think it'll be okay.
as long as
Just
we can
be
keep him in his head.
Well, you got to remember too that the Padres starters ERA is horrible. Like
You
the
Darvish
Padres,
is
Oh
past his prime.
yeah,
aside from Pavetta, the rest of that Padres rotation relies on their offense to score runs. I mean, that's really
And they
what
didn't
that
do
is.
that
Yeah,
at all
exactly.
this series.
So
they
yeah,
did
I don't
get
know.
fucked out that one call though.
Oh,
That was
Bogarts
so
got
bad.
hold.
It
Oh,
was bad.
that was bad. That was.
It was really bad.
I've seen some bad ones in my day, but that one like kind of boggled
I
my
can't
mind.
believe that
I
happened.
mean, the new system can't come soon enough.
Well,
That's all
well,
I got.
what really killed me is it was every game three at least, but even earlier the umpires were in the first two games. I noticed the umpires were really tight,
Hmm.
missing a lot of calls. But in games three, the zones were expanded bad. Like they were saying that like I don't exactly remember, but all three game threes there was I think 20 plus missed calls, and it's like, well, this is playoff baseball, man. We can't have that,
Right.
especially those big misses. The big misses are like that can't happen. So I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is, but yeah, yeah. This to me this is the toughest series. I mean, I don't know.
We got to get ahead game one. I think that's like adamant.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Get well, like Cave said, even just game one and game two, you got to get your wins at home. If they steal one, we could be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think I have Brewers in 4. Bryce, you have Brewers in 5.
Yeah, I think the Cubs when they get home, it's going to be hard for us to steal one there. I think if we could, but I also think it'd be cool to win
Quintana
at.
will help. A veteran guy starting game
Yeah,
three.
I
Yeah.
think it'll be cool to win at home as well, though.
Yeah.
Um, so Brewers in five. That would be my prediction.
And the environment this year should be the best it's been since
Oh yeah,
2018.
oh yeah.
Oh
Hands
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of been
I think it will
disappointing up in
match
the
that
mains.
2011 game against the Diamondbacks, but I think every
Yeah.
game will match that intensity.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best roster we've had, dare I say, since
And
'82, maybe
I mean,
better. It's hard to
this is our
say because
best chance to win a World Series ever.
I didn't get to watch those guys it live, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this is the best roster we've had in a long time, at least. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I
So
agree. And then Zach, you have Brewers in 4.
Uh, Brewers in 4 or 5, or the Cubs in 4. I'd say Brewers in 5.
yeah,
I don't want to be the guy that says
end
Cubs
zone.
in, but
All right. Now we're gonna go to the other series in the National League. This has all the makings to be an all timer. This has all the
Oh,
I'm
makings to be
hyped
an
for
all
this.
timer.
I like
The
this series a lot.
Yeah, Philadelphia Phillies versus the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mm.
5:30 game. Is this on
This one's
TNT?
Yeah, all
TBS.
the all
TBS.
Or
all the
see?
NL
Okay.
games are on TBS or TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I knew it was a Turner network.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know. Um the firepower in this series is absolutely insane. You
I mean, we're
got
talking billions of dollars in
We're talking
contracts.
billions of dollars. We got a Toddy pitching. You got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Clayton Kershaw will be in the bullpen, from what I
Mm,
read.
yep.
Um, then with the Phillies, of course, you got Bryce Harper, you got Schwarber, you got Trey Turner, cause now Jesus Christ, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
stacked from top to bottom. This is going to be a very, very fun series to watch. We're going to kick things off with you, Bryce. I think I kind of know where you're leaning.
Yeah, so it's so tough because you look at the rosters and you're like, all right, where's the hole? Like, where is someone gonna lose? And I lean. Okay, both lineups are excellent. I mean, especially 1 through 5, both lineups like it's gonna be hard to get those guys out. Bottom of the order, the Dodgers are gonna rotate it a little bit more. I think the Phillies will stay more consistent with what they do. Um, but the whole here is pitching. I mean, the Phillies rotation. In if they had Zach Wheeler, I think this would be even. I'd lean way far this way, but the Phillies rotation is disgusting.
Yeah.
Um, and the thing with starting Otani is I'll be curious to see how long he goes.
Mm.
Because
They
that
can
Dodger
re-enter him.
bullpen. What's up?
They can re-enter him if they put him in the field.
That is true. He has the Otani rule.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he can re-enter to pitch if there's like a
yeah,
string of righties.
yeah. I think though. Here's the thing: the Dodgers bullpen has been atrocious,
Yeah,
and their high leverage guys have been atrocious. So that's where I think like you can't make a bad pitch against the Phillies lineup. I mean, same thing with the Dodgers. You can't make a bad pitch against their lineup. But the Phillies bullpen arms have been way more consistent in the last couple months of the season. I mean, Tanner Scott, I want to say it's something around like a 10 ERA since he came off the IL. Not going to get it done. Vesia, he gave up those runs to the Reds when they started coming back in game 1. Um, just missing pitches big time, and that can't happen in a big playoff series like this. I have the Phillies winning this series, and I have it. It has to go 5 games. It's not going to go less than 5 games. That's my take. I don't think the series has a chance to go less than 5 games. I don't think any of these players will let it. It's going to come down to clutch hitting and making your pitches, and I don't think the Dodgers will be able to make their pitches.
Zach?
uh, Dodgers have struggled against the Phillies the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a really
Four and
tough
four and
environment
two,
in
Phillies had
Philly.
the series.
Yeah, and the Dodgers actually had these games like they could have won a lot more than 2 games. They blew a bunch of games against the Phillies this year, and I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the Dodgers honestly because they looked really good. I think Dave Roberts needs to be a little bit unique, and since the bullpen's been struggling, maybe
Do you
put
really trust him to be unique though?
he won a World Series last year, and
Yeah, but I think with
their
like the
pitching staff
star,
is crumbling.
yeah, with the star power though, it's so hard to be unique. Like it's just there. That's the
Well, this
thing.
is what I
Like,
mean though. I think if you're winning a game by like 2 or 3 runs early in the series, I think you just take a starter and put him in the bullpen after Otani. So then you don't risk that implosion that's happened.
yeah,
And then if there's a game 3, you're up 2-0 or you're up 2-1 in game 4, you could have a bullpen day.
yeah,
But I don't know, it's all like it's a feel thing. But I just think it also is interesting because the Reds were tipping their pitches the whole series, and that doesn't really show a true like how their offense was because they knew what pitch was coming.
yeah.
Um, that'll be interesting. I think
Well,
Phillies will win game 1,
yeah,
and it depends on how the Dodgers bounce back. I think the Dodgers have an edge if they can score more runs because I don't think the Phillies are gonna be able to match that. If they can get on top early by a bunch of
yeah,
runs, but
yeah, yeah.
I'd say Dodgers. They just have the experience.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What I have written down, I do have Phillies in 5. I it's just gonna come down to clutch hitting. And to be honest, I don't think I trust anyone more in the clutch than Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
And what the Dodgers need to do is you can't allow Bryce Harper to get hot. If Harper gets hot, and then of course you have Schwarber, who's an MVP candidate with 56 homers, golly. But
he's such a
if
hitter.
Shut up.
yeah, but I
Oh,
mean, if the Phillies, if Bryce gets hot and then has this team around him, I think it's just gonna be tough for the Dodgers to beat him because the Dodgers rotation it can be a little bit erratic at times. Um, but with the Dodgers, of course, if all of these players be consistent, it's going to be tough for Phillies. Like this series is going 5 games. I don't see a way that it doesn't. Um, but I have the Phillies in 5 because I think I trust them more in the clutch to hit more than the Dodgers really. So that's where I'm really at with it.
I
Yeah.
also forgot to add, Mookie Betts last series, like, finally woke up. He hasn't been the same player he's been this whole
Oh
year.
yeah.
He's been off this
Yeah.
whole year, and he looked a lot better.
Yeah. I think it's so tough because all the Dodgers hitting, they're excellent hitters. They see the ball well. Like they hit power, but they also hit average. That's the big thing. But my thing is like if they let the Phillies get the lead, like the guys you have to deal with in the back end of the bullpen are
Oh yeah,
nailed. They are so
yeah.
nailed. Like the Dodgers bullpen at the beginning of the season, I would have said, "Oh boy, Dodgers bullpen, don't want to face them." But like right now, I don't care. I would face that. I would rather have the Dodgers win the series because I think if we win as well, if the Brewers win as well, we have a way better chance against their bullpen. That's my take. But like,
I
Yeah.
agree.
I mean, you get to Duran. You even get to some of the guys who like you might not have thought of as high leverage at the beginning. Kirkering, he's been pretty damn good, but
Yeah.
he's not even a guy you
Strom's
expected.
good.
David Robertson, I mean, he wasn't even supposed to pitch in the league this year. He's been pretty
No.
damn good. Um, I mean, their rotate like Sanchez will give him 6 innings of maybe 2-run ball today. That's probably my guess, unless they want to keep him short. I don't really know what their plan is. Tuan Walker, Lou Trevino, Ranger Suarez, Matt Strom. Nola being their worst starter is concerning because
Nola could lose them a game if he pitches.
but Nola is still really good if he's on. Like that being
Yeah.
your worst starter is like that should be the least of your worries. But I don't know. I can't see the Dodgers pulling through late against that type of bullpen. That's
Will
that's
Smith also isn't 100%. The
yeah.
catcher.
Yep.
Dodgers
Yep.
catcher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's a tough. It's the tough. It's tough. The two NL series are just toss ups. I mean,
yeah.
you got a division rival who play the same type of baseball. Don't know what's going to happen. And then you got the two of the biggest payrolls in the NL. You know,
Every series is a toss up, honestly.
it's a
Like,
toss up, but those series, I would hate to go. Those series are better than the AL series. I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah, 100%.
consensus. I feel like, but you never know. So
Yep.
yeah,
So Bryce, you have the Phillies in 5, and
Phillies in
Zach,
5. Yep.
you have the Dodgers in 5.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a 2-1 here. Me and Bryce with the Phillies, Zach with the Dodgers. And now to the AL series. We're gonna kick things off with the Blue Jays with my second favorite player in the league, Vladdy. And then you got the Yankees. Ugh.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a dominant series for Toronto, but I don't think it's gonna go down quite in that fashion. But Zach, I'm gonna let you kick things off here.
I think Toronto's going to be electric. They haven't won the AL East since 2015.
Yeah.
Uh, Against the Yankees, ALDS, like it's gonna be fun there. I just hope. I mean, I don't want the Yankees to win. I don't think anybody wants the Yankees to win.
I didn't want
I
them to
just
win
hope,
last week.
bro.
Neither
I
did
wanted
I.
to watch our game at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Schlittler pitched like he
Man,
was lights out. It was insane. Um, but I don't know. I don't really trust Toronto. I just don't. I it's, I don't know. I gotta lean Toronto in 5 or 4. If they can win the games at home, they'll be fine. Uh, it's the same thing as the Brewers. You gotta win game 1, and if the Yankees win game 1, they're gonna. I think they could win in 3. So, uh, I think I'm gonna go Yankees. Yankees in 4.
Yankees in 4.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
Right.
This is tough because I like obviously you just know the Yankees because they're all veteran. Like you just know how the Yankees play. You know everything about them. Blue Jays is like one of the teams I feel like I've watched 3 games this year, and it was the 3 games
Yeah,
that played them.
it's the
So
Brewers.
it's hard to gauge it. The Toronto starting pitching is nails. They have a really good rotation, especially if they only have to play 3 or 4 games. Um, I mean, they're starting Gossman today. They'll have Bassett, Barrios, and Bieber for the first 4. That's a pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good starting 4. I don't know anything about their bullpen,
I know they have an advantage over the Yankees. Yankees bullpen's been like
but the Yankees
atrocious.
bullpen they
Has
have the
names.
potential. Like
Yeah,
you know who they are. Like I don't know anything about this bullpen if I'm honest. And the big thing is, like you said, it's just like the Brewers. Like Bo Bichette's been excellent. Can he hit in the playoffs? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got one of the biggest extensions. Is he going to provide in the playoffs? You got Varsho, Straw, Springer, Santander. Like they have names. Can they produce in the
Kirk.
playoffs? Yeah, Kirk, and even their backup Heineman. I'm pretty sure he's been decent. The
Yeah,
one thing that I'm looking at least for game one, is Gossman's playoff ERA. Not good. 8 games, he's 0-2 with about a 5 ERA. That stuff matters.
Ooh.
Like, can you pitch in the postseason?
yeah.
You know, because it's all about consistency in the big leagues. If you always struggle in the postseason, what's going to make this year different? Like, you got to go prove that it's different. I really do like you said. I think Canada's back. Like you have a country backing your team. I think they're really backing the Jays this year. We saw it in our series. It was 3 sellouts when the Brewers played them. It seemed really electric and it seemed really loud in there. I think if they can get game one, it's going to be a 4 gamer, and the Blue Jays will take it. If they lose game one, they're going to struggle to win a game in New York. But I think that they can find a way, and I think that the Blue Jays will take it in 5. So I have Blue Jays in 4 or 5. It depends on how their home games go.
Yep, I'm on the fence with this as well. Um, but I'm leaning more towards Toronto in 5, strictly because I don't want the Yankees to win. But if I were a betting man, I would probably put my money on the Yankees
They have the
because
experience.
yeah, and like Zach said, I can't fully trust in Toronto because outside of your your 3 Springer, Bichette, and Guerrero, I don't know who else that you could really, count on. Maybe Barger because he has 21 homers, but I'm just not sure exactly who you would trust outside of that 3. And then, of course, Gossman's postseason play is not really that good. Uh,
Yeah,
it's hard for
yeah.
me. But
This is another one where it comes down to like pitching performance. I feel like
yeah.
Yankees very well. I mean, they have the better offense. It just they do like, but if like okay, you have Camilo Doval, Mark Leiter Jr., um, Luke Weaver, Devin Williams, but like Devin Williams hasn't been great the last 2 years. You know, like you can almost scratch him off in a high leverage situation because you can't trust him.
Yeah,
Doval, he lost his closer role in San Francisco and then got traded. Hasn't been reliable. You know, big names, but it's hard to know what you're going to get out of him on any.
Bednar's been really good. He's the
Bednar's
one
been
guy.
well. He's been good, but you got to like he blew a save against the Marlins, I think,
He
not too
might
long
have.
ago. I mean, like, you're saves closers blow saves. It's gonna happen, but like this bullpen should be lights out. It
Yeah,
should be no chance against us, but it hasn't been that way. So that's the only reason this series is even up on the fence, in my opinion. That's what I see.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one too. Just division rivalry as well. Like there's just the energy in a division rivalry changes the whole landscape of things as well. So
Oh yeah.
it's going to be another one of those tough ones.
So, Bryce, you have Toronto in
Yeah,
5,
4 or 5 kind of depends on how that game one goes, in my opinion.
and then Zach, you have the Yankees in 4, 5,
Or
4. All right, and I have, yeah, I'm gonna actually go Yankees in 5 as a betting man, even though I don't bet, but I would go Yankees in 5.
Yeah.
So, so we're 2-1 there. Bryce is all alone.
Yep.
And then to round out the division series, maybe the weakest series out the 4.
it has the potential to be the best too.
That's true. That's
It has
true.
like underrated potential.
Yeah. Tigers versus Mariners. Um, we got Kyle Riley with one of the greatest seasons ever by a catcher. Um, a 60 homer. Not that efficient, but that's another thing. Then you got the Tigers who survived the division, worst division collapse of all time.
Bad.
It was bad.
I mean, if the Mets didn't choke, they would be the choke job of the season. But
Yeah, but they won.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they won.
Cleveland. That's all
They're
that
in
matters.
they're in the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of helped, even though the Guardians probably played the most unsustainable brand of baseball. So, but they got the job done. Of course, they're led by their Cy Young candidate Tariq Skubal. Um, but we're gonna kick things off with you, Bryce. What's your take on about this series?
Yeah, this is another tough one for me. Two teams I haven't caught like a lot of live action. Obviously, you hear a lot about the Tigers, and their style of play. Heard about it a lot last year. Heard about it a lot this year. And then the Mariners are tough just because they're out west. I'm sleeping by the time their game's over. So it's tough. Like I know enough about the teams, um, but watching the game is always a different story. Like if someone from the outside in that didn't watch any baseball this year looked at the Brewers record, you would think we have someone with probably 40 plus homers. You would think that we have. I mean, Freddie Peralta's gonna finish top 5 in Cy Young, but you'd think we have a Cy Young, caliber pitcher. So it's hard to be on the outside looking in without watching their games. Um, and this series, I feel, is pretty evenly matched. You have two teams that don't have like a lot of star power, um, but you have teams that find their ways to win. Um, I think if Seattle plays to their roster, if they play to their full capacity, they are a really really good team. I mean, obviously Raleigh and MVP can't. That's gonna be a tough. I mean, that's insane.
Judge
Him
is
and
better.
Judge. Judge has that name, but like bro, like the season that Raleigh had is just insane. But then you look down the rest of their lineup: J.P. Crawford, not the greatest player. Maybe whatever. You got Josh Naylor, Jorge Polanco. Suarez has been like man since he got there, but we know he can. Um, Arozarena, J Rod, um, and then some of the other guys that fill in the gaps and whatnot. They have a lot of potential. That's the biggest thing I see. Um, Tigers, they're gonna have to pitch well. That's I mean, their offense will score runs here and there, but if they can keep the Mariners off the board, their pitching will get the job. Their back end will get the job done. Um, honestly, this is a one series. I don't know. I really don't know. I think the I think I'm gonna go Tigers in 5. And I don't even really have an explanation. It's hard to gauge it for me. I can't figure out why. I can't. It's tough. This is a tough series.
Zach?
Uh, I agree with Bryce. It's really tough, but I think I believe in the Tigers. Even though the Mariners, their pitching is like elite, like their starters are
Mm-hmm.
probably the best rotation in baseball. Um, and they have Raleigh, Rosarena, J Rod. I mean, they've got the hitting, but I really think that Detroit is gonna win this like in 5 games. Scooble's starting game 1. What else can I say? Like the guy,
No, he's not starting.
he, oh, he's not.
No, it's
Is he
Oh
game
no,
two?
they
it's
say
Detroit.
Troy Milton.
Troy Melton.
Oh,
But the reason he's not starting is because he threw 110 pitches on
Oh
yeah.
Tuesday.
yeah,
So he's on like
So
three
he's gonna
and a
go game
half days.
2 then.
Yeah, he'll go game 2.
probably.
But that's the one thing. Like the reason that it's gonna like this Troy Melton guy. He pitched in the 8th inning of game 2 against Cleveland, where Cleveland put up like 8 runs or
Hmm.
6 runs, and he gave up like 4 of those. His postseason ERA is 108. So I mean, that's one outing. It's, you can't base that, but it's like I don't know who this guy is. Like
Yeah.
he's starting. I mean, he's very well could be an opener, but like we don't know. We don't know what they're thinking.
Right. That's tough then. I'd
Yeah.
probably go Mariners then.
I mean, here's
Scooble's
the
not
thing though.
starting
If
game 1.
Scooble starts game 2, though, they can still steal a game in Seattle, which is huge
Yeah.
by any regards. It doesn't matter who like, because then you go home and you have the home field advantage for 2 games. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, this Troy Melton guy in the regular season, 16 games, 3-2 with a 2.7 ERA in 45 innings.
Okay.
He almost had a sub-1 WHIP. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go Seattle. Seattle in 4 because their pitching is really good. But I really like the Tigers though. I think it could go either way. I think AJ Hinch is a great manager. I liked what he was doing. I mean, it's unpopular, but what he was doing with the matchups and like pinch hitting for guys that are uh, lefty facing lefty, like
Mm-hmm.
Riley Green, who pinch hit for him, and he's like their 3 hitter, and he's one of their best hitters. And he trusted the guy off the bench. I mean, it didn't work out against Cleveland, but he has the guts to do it. And I mean, I respect that because if a guy's batting, like if his splits are really bad against a certain like a lefty or righty, you shouldn't be rolling with him. Like you should roll with the better options, and I really respect that. But Mariners in 4.
Yeah, I'm more with Zach here. I got Seattle in 4. Seattle's pitching it's very, very, very good, and I fully trust them more than I would trust the Tigers hitting. Um, I think this will be a series in which it's a lot of low scoring games, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Um, at
Yeah, this is
least
gonna be boring playoff baseball, like Big Ten baseball, Big Ten football
Big
versus
Ten football, baseball. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be like a lot of 3-2s and 2-1s. Um, at least for 4 out of the 5 games. But I fully trust Seattle. Um, I think it's going to come down to um what I was looking for. Um, home games. If Seattle does win the 2, it could be Seattle in it will be Seattle in 4. If they split, it'll go 5. Um, I really don't really have an explanation because it could go either way too. But I would go Seattle in 4 because I trust their pitching more than anything else in the series.
yeah,
Yeah, just to add to that too, like I'm scrolling through the roster. I haven't got a chance to look at like the playoff rosters for all these teams exactly.
Mhm.
But, like Seattle's got this is the most pitchers I think out of any playoff team on their roster. Seattle's got a lot of pitching depth. The Tigers, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. They have 12 arms. 4 of them are starters. So they have 8 bullpen arms, and I quite frankly don't know any of these guys. I mean, not that I don't know any of them, but like I don't know. Their offense is gonna have to win them games. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So, but that's why it's playoffs, right? All these series, like on the fence about most of them. I mean, like we said, Brewers, Cubs, like it's one of those where they're so similar that it's like hard to predict. Dodgers, Phillies, just such a good series. It's hard to predict. And then the 2 AL series, it's like the teams feel pretty evenly matched. It's tough. Playoff baseball should be a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. So from what it sounds like, the conference series predictions is going to be Zach, Brewers versus Dodgers, and then the AL would be the Mariners versus the Yankees.
I'm not gonna make
And
any
then
NLCS predictions. I don't want to jump the gun.
I completely understand. I'm when it
Yeah,
comes to the Brewers, I'm just being superstitious. I'm,
I'm looking at today's game, and the
yeah,
rest of my blocked
They
off.
need to
I
win today.
don't have
They
anything
need
to
to
yeah,
do with
win
the rest.
today.
Yeah.
yeah. And then Bryce, your conference series would be Brewers versus Phillies, which is
Yep.
also mine. And then you have Seattle winning
Toronto and the Tigers.
and the Tigers. Okay, Detroit versus Toronto. Yeah. And my conference predictions would be Brewers versus Phillies and Yankees versus Mariners.
Yeah. Not to jump the gun, but if that did pan out, I would say it's going to be Brewers Toronto, and I really really like that series if it does happen.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll take that when we get there.
Yep. Let's just get there.
Right. The Brewers
That's where
got.
I'm at. Let's
Hey,
just
we're
get
farther than we were last year. Let's just
Oh yeah, absolutely. And plus
First
yeah.
we've been since what,
20.
22, 21,
I thought it was
22?
2020 when the stupid.
No, because we lost to the Dodgers in the first round. And
Oh
then
yeah.
in 21, I think we lost to the Braves in the DS.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What's his
Yep.
face hit that homer in the 8th.
Freddie Freeman. I'm
Yeah.
a hater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't escape him.
The amount of times I've been looking at the TV speechless like this.
I know.
That's
Dude, the
right.
videos
I
came up
I
last
can't
year.
talk for like 2 hours.
Last year, my room Wi-Fi was terrible, so I was in the library watching the games. And
Damn.
we hit those home runs, and I'm over here so geeked. And then, like, literally half inning later, Devin Williams disaster
Devin
class.
Williams.
Can't even
Thank
Should have
fast
just
God
his
he's
left
not in the
Peralta in.
Brewers
I
uniform.
think Peralta in the bullpen is nails if we need it. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
We also have to get Miguel back. And is DL Hall on the roster?
I think our roster should be getting finalized like now.
At 10 a.m. is the latest.
Yeah,
Oh,
10 a.m. probably.
we got another hour. I mean, here I can look to see if it's in here. Roster.
Brewers really need a DL Hall.
I think this is just
Speed
our
to
regular.
step up.
Oh wait, how many guys can be on the roster?
26, I think.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
It's either 25, 26, I think.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Pretty sure it's 26. That's my gut.
No, this isn't our playoff roster. This is just. I mean, it's good. Yeah, I'll be curious to see. I've seen some things where like we're gonna put Chad Patrick in the bullpen and not carry Grant Anderson.
Please.
I mean, I don't know. Like Anderson in the bullpen is definitely better than Patrick.
I just don't want Gary Anderson coming in with any high leverage situation.
Well, I don't think that's the goal, but honestly, bro, give me Easton McGee.
Oh,
Yeah. This isn't our playoff roster. I mean, Craig Yoho and Carlos Rodriguez are on here. That's not our playoff roster.
they're on the taxi
Oh
squad.
yeah, they'll know.
Yoho's on the taxi squad.
Yeah, but
So is,
you know.
Siegler is. I will say, ever since Siegler went down, we haven't been playing very well. So
Who cares, bro? Don't go
I
there.
don't care. We need some. He's a winner.
Don't. He's a loser. Winners don't hit 170 or 190. My
Shit.
bad. It's bad. 502 OPS.
Good God.
It's almost in the 400s. Yeah, we'll see. I've been curious to see what our roster is, just because we have a lot of ways we can go with it.
Mm,
Just curious. I think we should try to just carry more pitching than anything. We have
I
so
agree.
many capable guys. Like, get them out there. If we need them, we need them. If we don't, we don't. But yeah, I don't think Hoskins will make the roster.
I was just about to say Hoskins should not sniff
Oh
the
yeah, he
field.
better not.
I
No.
feel bad for him,
There's
but
no reason because you have. I mean, here's my thing. Hoskins can be decent, but you have literally a lefty and a righty who've both been better. So whoever you're facing, you can pull strings like lefty righty, however
Hoskins
you need to.
is not fast. He hits no double plays, and he's a liability on defense.
Yeah, I mean Vaughn's not much better in those regards, but at least he. I mean, the thing is,
He hits for average though,
you
and he
can
has
say he
power.
fell off, but he's still hitting 310 as a Brewer.
He's hot
He's
right
still
now.
good. So yeah, but all right, fellas, I gotta get headed to the field here. We got moved to the high school because apparently our water cannon malfunctioned and there's puddles all over the outfield.
Damn.
That sucks.
Damn. That can't be good.
That's bad. So, all right, fellas.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. We got a
Awesome.
full day of baseball. Also a little bit of college football, but it's a baseball day.
Yeah.
Um.
Slate ain't there. The slate ain't great.
Yeah. The slate ain't great. We gonna have to see Wisconsin get slaughtered by Michigan. Fickle will be out of a job at the end of the year.
If they can
Oh,
pay
what a
him,
stinging!
if they can pay him the arbitration or whatever they call it in college,
Yeah,
he'll be gone. But
Well, I
it's
will
like
also
26. It's like 26 million though.
Yeah, it's insane. But in my opinion, if you show Fickle the door, show Chris McIntosh, the
yep.
athletic director, the door
McIntosh needs to
too.
get
Right.
fired. Ever
I
since
agree.
he
I
got
agree.
hired,
Yep.
they've just the whole program's gone
It's
downhill.
not good. Not
Yeah,
good. So,
not good at all.
great day for
But
baseball.
yep, great day for baseball. And that's going to do it for us. Be sure to check out all the playoff games because we sure will. Well, these boys got baseball obligations.
Not today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I'll be checking in though as much as I can. So.
Yep, absolutely. We will see you next time. And the next time we see you, hopefully we can break down some of these games with y'all. All right, that's going to do it for us. Have a great day.